Welcome to BitterBuzz. Today it's gonna get golden. We're looking at the Chimay Doree 4.8% Pale Ale. First I wanted to look up what is Doree, what does it translate to? Because I know it's French, I just don't speak any French. And the first translation that Google brought to me was in Greek, and apparently it means a gift from Doris. Funny enough, this actually was a gift, but not from a person called Doris. And the correct French translation in English would be gold. Hence you have this beautiful golden cover. So I'd say let's just find out more about this beer. And my apologies, I don't have a Chimay glass, so this is the best I could do. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but it does have sort of particles floating around, and it's very cloudy in appearance. And that is because that beer is not filtered. And it has more of a orange golden color than a yellow golden color, I would say. Darker than I had imagined. Let's smell it. There's something grassy and lemon-like in there already. There is also this flavor called woodruff. We in Germany, especially in Berlin, we put that specific herb into a Berliner Weisse, which gives this sort of like a funky herbal sour taste. It's really hard to describe. I think most people have not heard of it, but it kind of smells like this. And all over, I would say very citrusy. It almost smells a little bit like bubblegum. Slightly weedy, a little bit yeasty, but to me the acidic part is more of the citrusness. Ooh, and I like the lacing that's going on. That's always fun. Cheers, let's try it. It actually reminds me a little bit of the Berliner Weisse, the white beer, the wit beer, I believe that's what it's called in English. I really got to do my research more. I thought it was a pale ale, but it does taste pale. It has that white beer kind of flavor that usually tastes pretty plain to me, but then you have certain spices and that citrusness that sort of gives it a kick. It has a bitter element in there. I can't really place it. Maybe some orange peel or some other lime peel. And almost grapefruit-like because it has that bitterness, that acidicness. Get the freshness from the fruits, the citrus fruits. Almost a little bit if you would, I don't know, grind some black currant in there or some black pepper. I would say it is fairly carbonated. It is prickling on the tongue. If you look very close into the glass, you can see some sort of carbonation going on, but it is mostly covered by the independent flakes roaming around in there. I would say it has a fairly light mouthfeel. It's fairly refreshing, crisp, and all over, I'd say very drinkable. Overall, I would say that it is fairly mild in flavor. I also heard that it doesn't compare to the blue, the red, and the white. I feel like those are just the French colors. This is a Belgian beer, by the way. It's not French. But because people in Belgium speak French, you know, the Belgian flag is right there. After kind of just waiting it out, it has something a little bit more yeasty and bread-like on my palate. Like fresh dough that is sort of spiced. Oh, and I got some information to share. Because if you look closer on the bottle, it has this mark which says the authentic Trappist product, which I then had to look up because I've never heard of it before, but I'm very glad I did because it is a certain standard that needs to be followed in order to then have this little mark on your beer. And I believe all the Chimay products follow this agenda. So the criteria basically includes that this beer needs to be brewed inside an abbey under the monk's supervision. It has to be controlled by the monastery. It's also not supposed to be about profit rather than it going to the monks, the abbey, and to social works around the area. And hence the strict control, it has to have this certain quality. Let's sum this up. Now, if you like a combination of all those crazy items that I've listed throughout the video because I'm probably not going to be able to remember them all, then this is the brew for you. Cheers and thanks for watching.